Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving into something that feels straight out of science fiction. AI agents in the crypto world.
It is a pretty wild concept, right?
Definitely wild. Our jumping off point is this article, How AI Agents Could Transform Crypto in 2025. And just the title alone is enough to get your imagination running.
Totally agree.
But before we get ahead of ourselves,
Yeah?
let's maybe start with the basics. What exactly are we talking about when we say AI agents? Because I feel like people throw that term around a lot these days, and it can be a bit confusing.
Yeah, for sure. It is definitely important to make that distinction. So we're not just talking about like simple bots here that follow pre-programmed rules. These AI agents are like on another level.
Okay, so what makes them so different?
Well, they can actually learn from data, adapt to changing situations, and even make independent decisions to reach their goals.
Whoa, hold on. Independent decisions, like they can actually think for themselves.
In a way, yes. Like, imagine an AI agent that's designed to execute a complex trading strategy. It can analyze market data, identify trends, and make buy or sell decisions in real time without any human intervention.
That's kind of blowing my mind a little bit. So these AI agents are basically like little digital Wall Street wizards.
Haha. Yeah, something like that. And the article actually calls crypto like the perfect playground for these AI agents to develop.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Why crypto specifically? What makes it such an ideal environment for them?
Well, I think there are a few key factors. Firstly, crypto is permissionless. Anyone can participate without needing approval from a central authority. This allows AI agents to operate with a level of autonomy that's basically impossible in traditional systems.
And it's like the Wild West of finance, but for AI.
Yeah, there's definitely a sense of that, but it's that lack of gatekeepers that really allows AI agents to flourish.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What else makes crypto such fertile ground for these AI agents?
Well, another big one is that crypto is largely built on open source principles. A lot of collaboration, people sharing their work, and that fosters a culture of really rapid innovation.
Got it. So it's not just about freedom, but also about speed and collaboration.
Exactly. Developers can build on each other's work, share tools and ideas, and that really accelerates the progress way faster than in, say, like a closed system.
Okay, so we've got freedom, we've got collaboration. What's the third piece of this perfect playground puzzle?
Well, it's the financial incentives, of course. The crypto world is all about, rewards, tokens, and potential for gains.
Right, it's like a high-stakes game, and these AI agents are coming to play.
Exactly. So if an AI agent can successfully optimize trades or navigate the complexities of decentralized finance, those smarts can directly translate into real-world rewards.
It's like a digital gold rush for the smartest AI out there. I can definitely see how that would attract some serious talent to this space. But let's get a little more specific. What are some real-world examples of how these AI agents could actually be used in the crypto world? Like, what can they actually do?
Oh, there are some seriously mind-blowing possibilities. Like, imagine AI agents that can become expert traders, constantly monitoring the market, analyzing trends, and executing trades at speeds that humans can't even comprehend.
So no more emotional trading, just pure data-driven decisions.
Exactly. No fear, no greed, just cold, hard calculations. And that's just one example. AI agents could also become like masters of yield farming.
Yield farming, remind me what that is again.
It's basically all about navigating the complex world of decentralized finance protocols to maximize your returns on crypto investments.
Right, I remember now.
It can be pretty complicated stuff, but AI agents could potentially handle all of that for us. They could analyze risk, identify the best opportunities, and even automate the entire process.
So it's like having a personal AI financial advisor working tirelessly to grow our crypto stash.
Pretty much. And it doesn't stop there. They could also play a huge role in community building, managing tokens, and even shaping public perception.
Wait, AI agents shaping public perception? That sounds a little scary, don't you think?
It definitely raises some interesting questions, but the article highlights this really fascinating case study of an AI agent called Terminal of Truths, or TOT for short.
Terminal of Truths. That sounds ominous. What did this TOT do?
Well, it's essentially a large language model that was able to gain a massive following online, like basically becoming a key opinion leader in the crypto space.
Hold on. An AI is a crypto influencer. How does that even work?
It's wild, right? But Toti was able to interact with people, share insights, and even influence the market.
Okay, that is both impressive and slightly terrifying at the same time. I mean, where does the AI influence end and the human element begin?
Yeah, that's a really good question, and one that we'll probably be grappling with more and more as AI becomes more sophisticated. But 2T is a perfect example of how AI agents can tap into the social dynamics of the crypto space, which, let's be honest, can be pretty wild and driven by hype sometimes.
Yeah, no kidding. So we've got trading, yield farming, community building. It seems like these AI agents could have their digital fingers in a lot of pies.
They really could. And the article goes even further, predicting how AI agents could fundamentally transform crypto by 2025.
Oh, wow. So, what are some of their big predictions? Where do they see the biggest impact?
Well, they highlight a few key areas. First, they talk about a revolution in financial activity on the blockchain. Imagine more efficient trading, wider access to decentralized finance, and even AI agents managing individual wallets and assets.
So less barrier to entry, more people participating in the crypto world.
Exactly. It could make crypto more accessible and user-friendly for the everyday person.
Okay, I like where this is going. What else is on their 2025 prediction list?
They also talk about a significant shift in social interactions within the crypto community, with AI agents potentially taking on roles traditionally filled by humans.
Wait, so instead of following, say, a charismatic YouTuber for crypto advice, we might be taking cues from an AI agent. That's a pretty wild thought.
It is, isn't it? It's like, what does it even mean to be a crypto influencer in a world where AI is so deeply integrated?
Yeah, that's a really interesting question. And it's not just about financial and social changes either. The article also mentions how AI agents could revolutionize the gaming and entertainment landscape.
Absolutely. Think about AI agents managing in-game economies, creating more dynamic characters and storylines, and leading to way richer and more immersive gaming experiences.
Okay, that one's definitely blowing my mind a little bit. So AI could be trading our crypto, running our guilds, and creating unpredictable storylines in our games.
It's all within the realm of possibility. And they even touch on AI's potential to scale creativity in the crypto world, with AI agents designing art, building narratives in DAOs and games, adding a whole new dimension to the user experience.
So AI as artist, storyteller, and community manager, it's like a whole new digital renaissance is about to unfold.
It really does feel that way. But of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are some potential downsides and risks that we need to be mindful of as well.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges and considerations that we need to address with all of this?
Well, one of the biggest concerns is security. A poorly designed or compromised AI agent could potentially introduce vulnerabilities into blockchain systems, putting people's assets at risk.
So it's not just about building the coolest, most advanced AI, but also about ensuring it's secure and reliable.
Exactly. And then there's the whole question of regulation. How do existing and future regulations apply to the actions of autonomous AI agents?
Right, because if an AI agent does something wrong, who's responsible? The developer, the user, the AI itself.
It's a bit of a legal and ethical gray area right now. These are complex issues that require careful consideration and collaboration between developers, policymakers, and the crypto community as a whole.
So it's not just a technological challenge, but a societal one as well.
Yeah.
We need to figure out how to integrate these powerful AI agents into our systems in a way that's safe, ethical, and beneficial for everyone involved.
Absolutely. It's a fascinating and complex landscape, but I think we've covered a lot of ground already. We've talked about what AI agents are, why crypto is such a fertile ground for them, some potential applications and use cases, and even some of the challenges and considerations we need to be thinking about.
Yeah, we've definitely packed a lot into this first part of our deep dive. But I'm eager to go even deeper, especially into some of these specific use cases, and really unpack the potential impact they could have on the future of crypto.
Me too. I think there's a lot more to explore here. It's important to remember that this future with AI agents, it's not a guarantee. It's not like some preordained outcome. There are many different paths this technology could take.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's not like we're just sitting back and watching this unfold, right?
Yeah.
We're actively shaping the future through the choices we make today.
Exactly. And the article, it focuses a lot on 2025 as this pivotal year, but I think the key thing to remember is that AI is constantly evolving. It's not a static thing.
Right. So what's cutting edge today might be obsolete tomorrow, and there will probably be all sorts of new applications that we haven't even thought of yet.
Exactly. That makes it both exciting and a little daunting, right?
Definitely a bit of both. So how do we even approach this? Should we focus on specific applications of AI in crypto? Or is it more about trying to grasp the fundamental principles driving this whole AI revolution?
I think it's got to be a combination of both. we need to keep our finger on the pulse of the practical applications, the stuff we've been talking about, but also we need to engage with the bigger questions that AI raises. Like questions about decision making, autonomy, and what it even means to be intelligent.
Right, so big picture thinking and a pragmatic approach all at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, I can dig that. But let's loop back to something you mentioned earlier, security. If these AI agents are going to be handling our crypto, interacting with these complex systems, security has to be the top priority, right?
Absolutely. We can't overstate the importance of security in this space. And it's not just about protecting individual users from hacks or scams. It's about ensuring the integrity of the entire blockchain ecosystem.
Right, because the stakes are pretty high. Imagine an AI agent with malicious intent, or even just a critical flaw that could disrupt a major exchange or, manipulate a token's price. The consequences could be huge.
Exactly. So we need a whole new level of cybersecurity that can keep pace with the rapid development of AI.
So what's being done about that? How are developers approaching this challenge?
Well, there's a lot of focus on building secure coding practices right from the get-go. Writing code that's resistant to attacks and vulnerabilities, and then rigorously testing and auditing that code to identify any weaknesses before they can be exploited.
So it's like building a fortress with multiple layers of defense.
Exactly. And beyond that, developers are also exploring ways to actually build safeguards and control mechanisms right into the AI agents themselves.
Okay, so not just protecting them from the outside, but also putting some limits on what they can do.
Right. It could be things like limiting their access to certain resources, building in fail-safes to prevent unintended actions, and even creating mechanisms for human oversight or intervention if needed.
So it's not about giving AI agents free rein, but more about setting boundaries and making sure there are checks and balances in place.
Exactly. And we're also seeing a lot of development in new tools and technologies specifically designed to monitor and secure these AI agents. Things like AI-specific firewalls, intrusion detection systems, and even, get this, AI-powered security audits.
Whoa, it's like a whole new cybersecurity arms race, but with AI on both sides.
Yeah, in a way it is. But the ultimate goal is to create a secure and trustworthy environment for these AI agents to operate in, so that individuals and the whole ecosystem can benefit from their capabilities without, being exposed to unnecessary risks.
Makes sense. Okay, so security is a big one. But let's not forget about regulation. Crypto is already grappling with how to navigate all those complex and sometimes conflicting regulations. And then you throw AI agents into the mix.
It definitely gets even more complicated, that's for sure. Most of our existing regulations weren't designed with autonomous agents in mind.
Right, so we're kind of in uncharted territory here. What are some of the key regulatory questions that need to be addressed when it comes to AI agents in crypto?
Well, liability is a big one. If an AI agent makes a mistake or even causes harm or engages in some illegal activity, who's ultimately responsible? Is it the developer, the user, the AI itself?
Yeah, that's a tough one. Who do you hold accountable when it's an AI making the decisions? It's not like you can throw an algorithm in jail.
Exactly. And then you have the questions of data privacy, transparency, and fairness. These AI agents often rely on huge amounts of data to learn and make decisions. So how do we ensure that data is collected and used responsibly? How do we prevent bias from creeping into the algorithms? How do we make sure that what these AI agents are doing is transparent and accountable?
Right, because it's not just about preventing the AI from going rogue. It's also about ensuring that it operates in a way that aligns with our values. Protects individual rights, promotes fairness.
Exactly. And this is going to require a collaborative effort between developers, policymakers, legal experts, even ethicists. We need to come up with some clear guidelines, standards, and regulations that, foster innovation but also mitigate the risks and protect the public interest.
Okay, so we've got security and regulation, two huge hurdles that need to be cleared before we can really see the full potential of AI agents in the crypto space. But, let's not just focus on the challenges. What about the potential benefits?
Oh, absolutely. There are so many exciting opportunities that AI agents could unlock. I think one of the most promising areas is financial inclusion. Crypto has always had this potential to democratize access to financial services, but it can be pretty complex and volatile, especially for newcomers. AI agents could play a huge role in making crypto more accessible and user-friendly for the average person.
So instead of needing to be some kind of crypto whiz to navigate the market, you could have an AI agent do the heavy lifting for you.
Exactly. Imagine an AI that helps you manage your wallet, invests for you based on your risk tolerance, even alerts you to scams. It could really open things up for people who might be intimidated by the complexity of crypto right now.
Okay, I'm starting to see the appeal. What other benefits are you excited about?
Well, beyond just access, I think AI agents could also make the whole ecosystem more efficient, more transparent, more resilient. They could automate complex processes, reduce human error, maybe even help identify and mitigate systemic risks.
So, less friction, more trust, a smoother overall experience for everyone.
That's the idea. But, of course, realizing that potential requires careful planning, thoughtful development, and a collaborative approach to tackling those challenges we were discussing.
Right, because it's a powerful technology and we need to make sure we're using it responsibly.
Exactly. It's a journey that needs both technical expertise and a deep understanding of, like, the social, ethical, and economic implications.
Well, it's clear that AI agents have the potential to be a real game changer in the crypto world, but we're still in the early stages here.
Absolutely. We're just at the beginning of what could be a very wild ride.
It really does feel like we're standing at the edge of like a whole new era in crypto.
Yeah.
One where AI agents are just, woven into the fabric of the entire ecosystem.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable to think about. And the potential impact, it goes way beyond just like automating tasks. We're talking about AI agents potentially reshaping how we interact with crypto, how markets function, how value is created.
It's a lot to process, that's for sure. But before we get too lost in the hypothetical, I'd love to dig into some more concrete examples of how these AI agents could actually change, our everyday experience with crypto.
Yeah, let's get down to brass tacks. I mean, one area that I think has huge potential is personalized financial management. Like, imagine having an AI agent that's basically your own personal crypto advisor, right?
Huh.
It learns your risk tolerance, what your financial goals are, your investment preferences, all that. And then it uses all that data to create a portfolio just for you and actively manages it.
So it's like having a dedicated financial expert on call 247, but without having to, pay those crazy fees.
Exactly. And it doesn't just stop there. This AI agent could be constantly rebalancing your portfolio, seeking out new opportunities, even protecting you from scams and phishing attempts.
That's incredible, especially for, people who are new to crypto or
Right.
maybe just don't have the time to be constantly monitoring the market.
Mm.
It could really level the playing field. What other practical applications are you excited about?
Oh, there are so many. But one that really stands out to me is how AI agents could change the way we use decentralized applications, or dApps, as they're often called. Imagine using a dApp and you've got this AI agent that's guiding you through the process, explains the complexities in simple terms, maybe even anticipates what you need before you even ask.
So instead of wrestling with a confusing interface or trying to decipher all that technical jargon, you've got this helpful AI assistant right by your side.
Exactly. It could make dApps so much more user-friendly and accessible, which could be huge for bringing more people into the crypto space. And as these AI agents get more sophisticated, we could even start to see them personalizing our dApp experiences, like tailoring the content, the recommendations, even the features based on our individual preferences.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. It's like having a personalized concierge for the decentralized world. But let's not forget about the social aspects of crypto. We talked earlier about, AI agents potentially becoming influencers or even community managers. I'm still wrapping my head around what that might actually look like.
Yeah, I know. It's a pretty wild concept, right? But I think it has a lot of potential. Imagine, for example, an AI agent that acts as a community moderator, keeps things positive, filters out spam and abusive behavior, maybe even facilitates constructive discussions.
So a more welcoming and inclusive online environment. That would be a welcome change in some corners of the crypto world for sure.
Absolutely. And it goes beyond just moderation, too. These AI agents could even become curators of content, highlighting the most insightful articles, videos, discussions within a community. Maybe even translating content to help bridge language barriers and foster more cross-cultural communication.
That's a really cool idea. It's like an AI-powered ambassador for the global crypto community. Okay, last but not least, I got to ask about gaming. You mentioned before that AI agents could lead to these incredibly dynamic and unpredictable gaming experiences. Can you give me a concrete example of what that might look like?
Sure. Imagine you're playing a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, an MMORPG. But in this game, all the non-player characters, the NPCs, are actually powered by AI agents.
See, so instead of just following pre-programmed scripts, these NPCs are actually learning from our actions, adapting to our strategies, and maybe even forming their own motivations and relationships within the game.
Exactly. It's like the lines between the game world and the real world start to blur a bit. These AI agents could be trading partners, mentors, rivals, even adding this whole other layer of depth and complexity to the gaming experience.
It sounds incredible. Like the story's constantly evolving, the characters actually feel alive.
Right. And as the tech gets even better, who knows? Maybe we'll even see AI agents designing game levels, coming up with storylines, composing music. The possibilities are truly mind-blowing.
Yeah, you've definitely given me a lot to think about today. It's clear that AI agents have a potential to revolutionize the crypto landscape in ways we can barely even imagine right now. But it's also clear that we're just at the beginning of this journey. There's a lot of exploration and discovery ahead, and it's going to be a wild ride.
It definitely will be. And, as we navigate this new frontier, I think the most important thing is that we approach it with a sense of responsibility,
Yeah.
being mindful of the ethical implications and really focusing on building a future where both humans and machines can thrive.
Well said. And on that note of cautious optimism, I think we'll wrap up our deep dive into the world of AI agents and crypto for today. Thanks for joining us on this journey. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep diving deep